They'll tell you to let it go, to take a deep breath, to calm down, to count to 10, to be quiet. But what they never tell you, what most of them are too afraid to admit, is that anger is not a problem. It is not your flaw. It is not proof that you are broken or unhealed. No, your anger is sacred. Your rage is not a weakness. It is a signal, a message, a fire lit by your soul that says, something is not right and I will not pretend anymore. You see, we live in a world that rewards silence over honesty, a world where being nice is more important than being real. From a young age, many of us were taught that if we raised our voices, if we showed too much emotion, if we got too loud or too raw or too upset, then we were wrong. Dramatic, difficult, too much. But here's the truth. Your anger is not too much. Your rage is the doorway to your deepest truth. We don't get to real peace by skipping the pain. We don't arrive at stillness by ignoring the storm. We walk through it. We listen to it. We let it tear down the walls we've built just to survive. And it hurts. It hurts like hell. But it is honest. It is alive. You're allowed to feel that. You're allowed to say, this hurt me. You're allowed to cry, to scream, to fall apart. And no, this isn't weakness. This is the beginning of remembering who you are. Because beneath that anger is something you've been carrying for far too long. A memory, a boundary that was crossed. A moment you weren't protected. A silence you were forced into. Anger is not the enemy. Suppression is, denial is. And when you stop apologizing for your intensity, when you stop filtering your truth through the comfort of others, something powerful happens. You begin to reclaim yourself. You see, real peace, the kind that changes lives, that rebuilds broken people, that shifts the soul, it doesn't come from running away from the fire. It comes from walking straight into it and saying, I will not abandon myself again. Let your voice shake. Let your fists clench. Let the rage move through your body like a storm. This is not a meltdown. This is a breakthrough. And when the chaos begins to settle, when the heat dies down just enough, you will hear something you haven't heard in a long time. Silence. Not the silence of repression, not the silence of fear, but the silence of clarity, of stillness, of a truth that was waiting for your permission to surface. That truth, it was always there, waiting for you beneath the noise. You may find that under the rage, there is grief, and under the grief there is longing. And under that longing there is the self, untouched, unbroken, and still holding the light you thought you'd lost. This is not a call to explode. This is not permission to harm. This is an invitation to feel fully without shame, to rage without guilt, to finally stop abandoning yourself in the name of peace. Because true peace is not passive. It is not a soft whisper that asks you to be small. True peace roars. It holds space for all that you are, the sacred and the scarred, the calm and the chaos. It does not ask you to erase your fire. It asks you to know it and then channel it into something healing, something strong, something real. So no, you don't need to quiet down. You need to come alive. You need to let your voice return to your body. Let your truth take up space. The peace you seek is not outside of you. It has been buried beneath years of pretending, pleasing, shrinking, and surviving. And now finally, it's your turn to rise. So let the rage be sacred. Let the anger be holy. Because when you stop fearing your fire, you finally learn how to light your way home.